So it seems my top 5 units in Cid Opera Omnia has been taken pretty well by the audience. I really appreciate that. So I wanted to do a branch off video and do the top 5 DPS units in Cid Opera Omnia. This is going to be up to the end of March 2022. We're gonna go straight to number 5. Number 5 is Cid Raines. Keep in mind, guys, I made this list even before Cid Raines' rework. What I'm talking right now, I am referring to C80 Cid Raines. He is still easily the most consistent, strongest DPS unit for LD. If the enemy doesn't negate or nerf launching attacks, you most likely will be able to use Cid Raines. It was a reason why Cid Mao was such a dangerous combo, and it still is a dangerous combo, especially now with his rework. Although I'll be completely honest, I didn't really notice too big of a difference with the rework. More or less just saw the same thing, which is not necessarily saying he's bad. I'm still very happy with how he works. I will admit that if you really want to optimize Cid Raines as much as possible, you're going to need help. Support help, he's going to need like elemental help. A refund effect is really nice on Cid Raines. Unfortunately, he doesn't have that on himself. Thankfully, if you run Cid Mao with, say, Garnet, that pretty much takes care of literally everything. So the reason why he's number 5 is, 1, he's an LD, so he doesn't have the BT capabilities of some other units, at least not yet. And B, he does need help and specific roles to fill in order for him to be fully optimized. Number 4 is Tidus. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Initially, when I saw his rework, I was not too impressed. I saw that his skill 1, his skill 2, his AA, I don't really care about the AA, but his LD, I saw that none of them had any extra HP dumps. I was extremely sad by that. I was like, why they do this to my man Tidus? This dude's gonna do no damage. Why would they rework his EX? That makes no sense. Now that I myself greened him and I'm able to see firsthand how he operates, I gotta say I was completely wrong in my assumption, and he is one of the best units in the game. From an inherent standpoint, just even having an extra 10 turns of that shoot mechanic is extremely broken. Jack shot is still broken, and the fact that they reworked that is awesome. Easily one of the best DPS units, and he's the best turn hogger right now. I don't think that's up for debate. He is the best turn hogging unit right now. Better than Vayne, better than Terra. I'd argue better than Terra even after her BT+. He's just a freaking beast, and he was originally the reason why I even got the sword ultimate weapon, so I can put it on him. I greened him because he was really fun to use, and I wanted him to be viable again, but I didn't expect for him to be that good. I'm gonna be completely honest, guys. I know everyone kept saying he was so good with his rework. There's a difference between watching a showcase video and then trying a unit out yourself. Complete night and day. I don't regret greeting him at all. He's really fantastic. Next, number 3, we have Zack. Now, I know some of you guys are saying, Zack, he's a tank. He's not a DPS unit. Take a look at his damage and tell me he's not DPS. If you do his BT phase right, he's going to be hitting around 20 million. He is that strong. His skill 1 is so consistent, is so good, and it inflicts lock on the enemy in case they didn't have lock already. Not to mention they reworked his EX as well, which is now fantastic. On top of dealing so much damage as a physical attacker, by far the best tank in the game, and is going to be the best tank in the game for a very long while. You can play so much more recklessly because you have Zack. I don't care about getting damaged anymore. You really shouldn't be taking any damage at all with Zack, and if you pair him up with lock, you're not going to get broken, you're not going to get damaged, you're going to pretty much beat full health the entire fight, no matter how AIDS it might be. Granted, you mind the Lufenia orb. He's one of the best damaging units right now, and he's the best tank out right now. That is a match made in heaven, if you ask me. If you need a tank, or hell, even if you need an attacker, green Zack, I'm telling you, you will not regret it. Number 2, we have Lock. Now, I know what some of you were going to be saying. Hello, Lock doesn't even do that much damage. People like Zack and Tidus and Cid Raines do more damage. First off, I don't know why you guys sound like that. Second off, his damage is still pretty damn good. But the reason why he's this far up is because of his BT effect. It has amazing effects like your party not being broken ever and always healing your party up to 50% if the need arises. But what I'm really looking at right here and why he's number 2 is because when his BT effect is up, every single person in your party, be it LD call, friend support unit, whatever, is going to be dealing defense ignoring brave damage. Think about that, yo. Think about that. Just sit in the corner right now, sit on your chair, take a couple seconds to think about that. the entire party is going to be dealing defense ignoring damage. Are you shitting me right now, dude? If that's not one of the most broken mechanics I've seen in the city Opera Omnia, I don't know what is. People want to be complaining about Garnet and how broken she is, and she is absolutely broken, don't get me wrong. But defense ignoring brave damage, man. The absurdly high defenses of some units is a reason why Jack was such a great debuff call. It was a reason why Fran was such a great debuff call. You mean to tell me with one BT effect unit, I don't even have to have any debuffs on the unit to deal max damage? Are you pooping me right now? I want to tell you guys right now, the only reason he's not number one is because his damage is not necessarily up to par with the other DPS units. But I'm telling you, he literally has everything else going for him. He is so good, so good. But alas, we have the number one DPS unit in the entire game. And the funny thing is, he's not even a C90 unit. He is still C80. Number one is Machina. Do I even need to tell y'all how good this man is? Pop up an HP attack, boom, enemy's dead. That's how it works. That's how it works, basically. If you play him with the right support units and the right setup, which, let's be honest, is not too hard nowadays, he's going to be doing exorbitant amounts of damage. Exorbitant amounts. This guy eats babies for breakfast with skim milk. And with no spoon, he just uses his hands. Matter of fact, he doesn't even use a bowl. He just drinks the milk straight from the carton. That's how badass this man is. If the enemy has too high of health and you want to take care of the enemy as fast as possible, pop up a Cid Raines LD call on Machina, get Garnet or get any off-turn damage dealer along with Machina, pop up that BT phase with at least 6 turns, and go to town. I made an entire video making fun of how crazy Machina's damage is. And can I be honest with you guys? Hot take here. I don't even think that Warrior of Light needs to come back in the story. If he was gone for the rest of the game, I don't think the party would need him. You know why? Because they have Machina's BT. That's all you need, man. That's all you need. Just have him 1v1 Shinryu right now and he will win. I genuinely believe that. Alright, I'm just waffling right here. Point is, Machina is the best damage dealer and he's not even C90, bro. Are you kidding me? Crazy. Alright, so that's my list. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree with my list? Let me know in the comments below. See you in the next video.